on a Saturday morning, all about that natural hair and Life Now broadcast. I know you guys haven't seen me in a while, um, and I know I have some splaining to do or explaining to do about my absence, but it's all good, good things. As you guys may or may not know, this is a high season, um, and it is the season for what we do as general contractors or what I do. And I thought I might come on because my husband was getting on me the other day about not doing the broadcast and not being consistent with it and that kind of thing. And I'm so sorry. I will be coming back with Life Now and finishing up the series on what is money. I've got so many things that God has been doing. Um, it just seems like I taught a message years ago on seasons and cycles in life, and I'm really living that message nowadays. This is a cycling, the season has cycled back around for the people of God. Sometimes it cycles in where we have challenging days, challenging times. Cycles can be in a day, they can be in a week, they can be in a month. However, seasons last for longer periods of time. Cycles are short. So, in so many words, they're short seasons. Like you may wake up and cycle into a challenging day. And that's like a short exercise in your faith to get through that day. Or it may be a challenging week or a challenging month, um, depending on the levels of warfare you may be possibly facing during that time. Seasons tend to last longer. So you may have a period of a 3 year season where you're in warfare, um, or a period of 1 year or a couple of months or that kind of thing. And it's a seasonal type warfare. Seasons tend to be longer than cycles. Or you may have a season of wealth and favor, and just looks like everything's going in your favor and blah, blah, blah. But you know that you better store up your prayers, do your fasting, do your word, get rooted and grounded in your word, because there is going to be a season that comes in, and there's a, there may come a season of drought, just like in the time of Egypt when Joseph was there. They had 7 years of plenty and 7 years of drought. But because Joseph was in charge, there was always food even during the drought. Does that make sense? And so, even though you know it's a drought and it may be all around you, God will preserve you through and out every cycle, through and out every season of life that you may be going through. Does that make sense? So, right now, we have cycled into, and we knew it was coming. We were told it was coming, um, into what we do in our on our business end. So I just wanted to get on here and apologize while I was doing my hair routine, which I'm very, very happy with how my hair has been turning out lately. I found a style that I can kind of wear my hair natural. Um, it's like a fro, but then it's not a fro because it's kind of poofy and picked out, but I like the way it looks on me. Um, I don't wear a lot of braids and things like that because I don't like the way it pulls on my scalp. Okay, because my scalp is very tender. Now, if you can do braids and that kind of thing, that's fine. But you have to understand that you lose 50 to 80 strands a day. So, a lot of times when you're taking out those braids or taking out that crochet or whatever you're doing, and you're beautician, no matter how careful they are or how careful you are, some of your good hair is going to come out with the dead hair. And it's a lot easier for the dead hair, even though I've heard beauticians say lately that a wash and go it, is not good for your ends. And I found that not to be true for me. Wash and go does not damage my ends. Why? How do I know that? Because I don't do anything with my ends with a wash and go. I just let them dry, moisturize. I don't do anything to them. And I'm on a moisture routine, so I wash my hair at least, or shampoo my hair, or co-wash it at least once a week. So today is a co-wash day. Last time I shampooed, so this time I'm co-washing my hair. And of course, I've done a mask with my favorite things: hibiscus, fenugreek, alma powder this time, and shea bay. I didn't use cocoa powder and other things that I usually use. I just made a real quick mask with my oils, my 5 or 6 essential oils that I put in. And you guys know what those 5 or 6 oils are. You can go back and listen to my old videos to see what those oils are. Or you can hit me up on my Facebook, All About That Natural Hair page, and I can give you a list of those oils. And those oils are the truth. I got those oils from an Asian man, and those oils are the truth. And you can get them off of Amazon. Plus, I talked to you guys about the trichology and the trichologist that I go to, or that I get my advice from, Advanced Trichology. They now are offering a peptide shampoo and a peptide conditioner. Peptide, like collagen peptides, you can take them internal, which I do, and they're really good for the skin. Really good for the skin. The neck, if you've got a cowl neck, which I don't have, like you guys can see, I don't have a cowl neck. Peptides are really good for the cowl neck, saggy skin, keeping your skin taut, especially as you get older, and that kind of thing. So the peptides you can actually put on your skin. Some people get the peptide shots on their scalp, and those shots are supposed to help stimulate hair growth, stimulate the hair follicles. But I actually use the peptide serum with the melon serum. And I noticed that when I started using, I was always using the melon serum, it was doing great. But I noticed when I started using the peptide serum, pretty much once a day, either in the morning or at night, I noticed that the peptide serum really started to boost my growth. Uh, and when I say my growth, I mean the thickness of my growth. My follicles really started. So, in combination with the oil, the peptide, and the melon, is just enough on my scalp to boost the growth and keep my hair coming out healthy, because hair grows from the scalp. Okay, so the life of your hair is in the scalp. It is a skin organ, and I just recently, you guys, got into exfoliating my scalp, which I never knew about that. And I exfoliated last month, so it's kind of once a month. You want to exfoliate your scalp, or once every 2 or 3 months, just to get dead skin off, like you would your face or your neck, or just exfoliate, or your body. Dead skin cells that get in the way of new, that are trying to produce new hair. Does that make sense? So I bought some exfoliating hair scrub, which is almost like a shampoo, but it has crystals in it. You can make your own hair exfoliator if you want. But I bought some. I bought two kinds. One is a charcoal, and the other is a vanilla. I think it is that I bought. But anyway, Now I'm doing okay, my regular mask, and of course, I put it on my ends. I soak my ends with it. But I'm noticing that when I do my mask, I don't really have to soak my hair with the mask. So I put it on generously, but I don't soak it. And since my hair is gotten thicker, it seems like my porosity has gotten lower. So if you can look at my hair, I remember when I used to put my mask on and my hair would just slick down. It doesn't slick down anymore. Okay, here comes my granddaughter. Come on in, Skyly. You got a potty? You okay? This is my granddaughter. Come on over. Let's see the people. This is my granddaughter, and she will soon have hair like grandma. Right, boo boo? You want to watch this? Here you go. Sit right here. You okay? You wake? You hungry? Okay. Granny will be off in a minute. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this. I just wanted to show you guys real quick, and just to tell you that I will be coming back. Um, and I'm supposed to be explaining why I've been gone. Well, it's the high season. We've been getting a lot of orders, and I talk about what I do, but I don't think people really kind of understand exactly what we do. Um, we're general contractors, and we have been since 2017. Um, some people don't like this kind of work. They'd rather work in an office, but I love it. I do spend time in the office, but not extensively. And the only time I spend time in the office is when I'm putting out work orders for the contractors, or I am invoicing or collecting the money from the different jobs that we do so that we can all get paid out. Either we get paid out weekly, and we usually get paid out something weekly. On some of our jobs, we get paid out monthly. It just all depends on the client. My job is to make sure that the client connects with the contractor as a general contractor. A lot of times I will go see the property before I turn it over to a contractor. Um, and sometimes I don't. It all depends on the property. I am a general contractor in the area of renovations and turns. Um, and a turn in a renovation can be a uh, disposition or disposition. I'm sorry. Let me get this girl set up real quick. 9, 10, 64. There you go. Let me get her set up. Can be a disposition, which means somebody has been put out of the home, um, unfortunately, evictions and that kind of thing. Or it could be a standard renovation where people have just moved out and moved on. Um, or the companies could have purchased a home and they want the home refreshed or redone for someone else to move in. It could be someone purchasing or buying the home, or it could be someone renting the home. Okay. So, all in all, let me restore this for you back. Okay. Try to get her set up on another computer. Um,
I like French toast.
okay, I'm gonna get you some French toast. She wants French toast. Um, I'm trying to get the internet up for you, and then we'll get you some French toast. And basically, we send in a team of contractors. Also, we work with clients that have renters, And many times, the property management company is responsible for repair. So if the property management company, okay, here it's coming now. You two kids. Yeah, we gotta get that off. Here we go. Okay. You may have to cut it down because Granny's taping. Okay. So at any rate, what I usually do, let me cut her down just a little bit more so you guys can hear me. Okay. So what I usually do, if the property management company has of course, a maintenance team, okay, but when somebody first moves into the home, sometimes there's a clause in the move-in. That's why we need to read paperwork. And I find that a lot of people do renting and they don't read the fine print before they rent. Read the fine print. A lot of times when you move into these places with these property management companies, you don't get maintenance. You have to be in that house for 30 days before they will do any fixing or anything in that house because that house has just been renovated. So, as far as they're concerned, there's nothing else to do in that house. But one of the things I really like, well, I can't say I like, but some of the companies that I work with, one in particular, what they will do is they will send the general contractors back. Okay, so somebody like me, I will come back with my team and we will solve the problem so that the renter will not have to wait 30 days on maintenance according to the contract. They don't have to wait 30 days. So this is just like what you would call a courtesy call. This is like, customer satisfaction, courtesy, or whatever. So there are different things that we bless you, babe. We can in the home. We can, if the dishwasher is not working, we repair it or we replace it. The refrigerators, we have done flooring. We can do cabinets. Um, um, I think the only thing we haven't done are countertops. And usually the company has, bless you, has a countertop uh, company that they work with separate from us. So we have done demos. Okay, babe, I'm gonna get it in a minute. Let Granny finish this, okay? Um, what they usually do is now you can see that my hair is just poofing. It's not, and I'm just kind of massaging this in. Bless you.
I don't want the medicine.
You don't want no medicine. You're not taking medicine. Okay. So renters move in and we or people move in to buy the home. It just depends on the client that I'm working with at the time. We've done apartment complexes, townhomes. Go get some tissue out of the bathroom. Townhomes, get a lot of tissue out of the bathroom. Hurry up. Townhomes, and just regular homes in the country, in the city. We also do commercial. We we do commercial repairs for commercial offices and that kind of thing. Like I said, we do demos, which are trash outs if people move out or if people get evicted and the people have left. People leave furniture, they leave all kinds of things in the house. They've left cars, lawnmowers, um, my God, um, grills, swing sets, trampolines. The only thing we can't get rid of is the pool, unless it's an above. They've left pools, and we have had to get rid of a pool. I'm talking about the above ground pools. Swing sets, we've had to break down and get rid of for the next renter or buyer for the home. We also repair the exterior of the home, exterior siding. We've installed gutters. Um, so it just depends. We do a plethora of things: plumbing, electrical. We have wired whole houses, and that kind of thing. You got it? Okay. And so that's what we do in the general contracting. Well, this is a high season. We have people moving out, people moving in. One week we may be turning houses. The next week we might be um, repairing things for people that have moved in. And that just tells you and shows you that life goes on. Like life goes on. And statistically speaking, more people rent than they buy. So rent rentals are like everywhere. So more people rent than they buy. And more people feel like renting makes a lot more sense to them than buying. Okay. All right. So that's just of what we do. Um, and it's a very fast paced, fast moving industry. Like we may get a house and we might have sometimes only a couple of days, maybe 5 or 6 days to turn it. And the reason why is because a lot of times when we get a house, somebody's seen the house online and they want to rent the house. So the real estate agent, we kind of work in partnership with real estate agents too, the company does. So the real estate agent and real estate agents are strange people sometimes. So the real estate agent has promised the person a certain delivery date. Sometimes they promise delivery dates unreasonable. And when I say unreasonable, because the agent doesn't know how much work it will take to get the house ready and livable. We had a project where the agent had promised an April 1st move in date. And there was no way, unless God performed a miracle, that we were able to move that person in April 1st because the company had an issue with the flooring. Downstairs, most of the flooring underneath the house was on a crawl, was dry, rotted. And nobody wants to walk around on their floor and one day fall in. Because if you don't have any support underneath the house, it wasn't on a slab, it was on a crawl. And if you don't have any support, and most of that stuff on that crawl, that's wood. And once wood gets dry rotted, you're going down, baby, because it's just going to crumble. It's a bad foundation. So they had to hire a company and they were searching around because, when you're dealing with property management companies, you're dealing with some real cheap people. Some of them. They are looking for the bare minimum amount to pay for repairs. They don't want to pay, okay, babe, I'm coming. They don't want to pay a lot of money for the repairs on that house. Yet they are making a lot of money once they rent that house and they start collecting that rent. They're making their money more than 3 times back. They are making their money. So you don't have to worry about how they're going to make their money because they're making their money. They're making their money on the rent that they get every month, whether it be 1,500 or 2,000, above 2,000 and more, or 3,000 and more. they're going to make their money. So you don't have to worry about the property management company making no money, because they're going to make sure they make their money. Now they're going to try to nickel and dime. And see, my job too is to make sure that we're getting paid the market value for the work that we do as contractors. Because they try to pay us, and we have to make sure that we're getting paid enough to buy materials and all of that. Because a lot of these companies, they don't keep up with material cost. They think they do, but materials go up and down every quarter, and you have to keep up with it. My job is to keep up with material costs to make sure that we can afford to even turn the house on the monies that they are giving us. That's my job. And I can't just quote numbers out of my head. I have to do my research. I have to go through the numbers online. I have to find out what it costs in that zip code. Like, for instance, if you're installing toilets, I have to find out what the install, and then I have to go back and I have to negotiate the prices. And that's basically what I do. I'm a negotiator too. As a general contractor, I negotiate, and I tell the client, you're on target, or you have to give us a little more, because this is what we found when we went into the house. So the floor contractors held up the move-in date. So once the floors were finished, then we had to come in and, of course, install a brand new shower for the master, because the master shower was totally dry rotted underneath the floors. Okay. Okay. So there you have it. These are some of the things that we do on a weekly basis. And it doesn't leave a whole lot of time. Lately, it hasn't. But I just have to make time to be here for you guys. So I'm doing a hair mask. And the purpose of a hair mask, you can do this with clay as well. I've done these with clay, is to restore the vitality of your curls and to lock in. People do not care for, and they don't do. Go to the bathroom, you gotta go. I'm gonna feed you in a minute. You just got up. You don't be hungry when you first get up. Okay? So
Hello, Moto.
I called me on a Saturday from Tennessee. Let's see. No, I'm getting ready to tell them to text me. Okay, let me go get y'all. Okay. All right, so guys, I'm getting ready to go because my other granddaughter's up too. She's up, and now my day begins. All right, remember the DIY is back to basics, all about that natural hair. This is Dr. Glenda Scott, and this is me apologizing and explaining for my absence. But I'll see you on the broadcast this Sunday, which I am going to come on this Sunday. But it should be back now. What is Monday? This early Sunday morning before church.